Ain't it good vibes? Yeah. Las Vegas count thousands. Champagne and good vibes. You can fly to Sicily just to eat Las Vegas penthouse. When it counts thousands. Do you remember? Yeah, we grew up in them housing projects. Nah, 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 nah. Champagne and good vibes. Champagne and good vibes. La 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 la. Champagne and good vibes. Time to party like we just won the lotto. Smoking on that good kush. Try celebrate the tomorrow. Popping bottles inside. I used to pull up in that hoop ride. Yeah, yeah. You should see the cars outside. Red carpet pulling up at the venue. Champagne on the menu. Spread love, you don't want no issue. Yeah, Mike, you got the diamonds in the crystal. That's what the VIP list do. Yeah, that's what the VIP list do. We can fly to Sicily just to eat Italian. Las Vegas penthouse, winning cousins. Do you remember? Yeah, we grew up in them housing projects.
That's the champagne nigga. That's the champagne nigga, man. We the good vibe niggas. Bro, say they not even need it no more. They can go home. It's our turn.
Nah, 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 nah. Champagne and good vibes. Champagne and good vibes. La 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 la. Champagne and good vibes. Took the bar, my drink trip is white. Trip so crazy, ain't nigga fly. Yeah, I get money, my max be wavy. All white everything, Dolce and Gabbana. My shit so crazy, my whip so crazy. Pull up my baby, flight to LA. The smoke on Marathon, yeah, G. Flight to Jamaica, then shoot up to Haiti. We can fly to Sicily just to eat Italian. Las Vegas penthouse, winning count thousands. Do you remember? Yeah, we grew up in them housing projects. Nah, 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 nah.
Champagne and good vibes. Champagne and good vibes. La 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 la. Shout out to my brother TJ Sauce. You already know.
Lost mix me up.
Shout out to Guap Style. Newbie, let's get it.
I give her back into your rental.
I give her back to your rental, bro.
Like info. Stack that money till it's info. Man, it all can be so simple. First they love you, then they hate you. Fake love, I'm so above you. Do anything to replace you. Man, it all can be so simple. I'm up early, but no Alonso. Shout out the bucket where they gentle. I played the block into the rental. Man, it all can be so simple. Yeah.
Hit that share button, hit that like button, let's go. It's Freaky Friday, let's go.
It all can be so simple. Yeah. Big man,
big plans.
Yeah, I'm on the
paper route.
Franklin Saint, I move the weight, I take the neighbor out. Never thirsty, on my worst day, I won't see a drought. They not working, they just talking, they do it for clout. Hit the bitch and take her home and take the scenic route. Mayo man, just like Malone, got GG in the stout. You fabricated to the bone, you the clout. Stack up large amounts until it's hard to count. I truly understand that they don't understand. Your bitch in my sheets and she still got a man. Your fans don't mean nothing if you ain't got a plan. Pedro Martinez, I give her back, man. Yeah, I love my Glock, man. We like info. Money till it's info. Man, it all can be so simple. First they love you, then they hate you. Fake love, I'm so above you. Do anything, face you. Man, it all can be so simple. I'm early, but no Alonso. Shout out the bucket where this so. I played the block until the window. Man, it all can be so simple. Big man,
big plans.
Yeah, I'm on the paper route. Franklin Saint, I'm on the way. I take the name.
Let's go, man. Let's hit that share button. Let's hit that like button right off the top. Let's get in. Let's get in the algorithm, baby.
Shout out to Noob Gordy. Let's work. Shout out to all my local rappers in the city. You already know, man. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it working. I'm getting a lot of music. I've been going over some music this morning. I didn't like it, but I went over it. You know what I'm saying? Monitors will be up momentarily. I didn't know if I could log into Facebook this morning, so my computer was acting crazy, so I don't think it logged in this morning. But the book I kept with you. If you ain't subscribed, you gotta come subscribe. You understand? You can get. You heard? But shout out to my brother Joe Lizzie and my whole fifth. Man. You know how we do it, man. Our Friday, man, we push harder. You know what I'm saying? We push. You know what I'm saying? We work smarter. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Fit First, man. If you ain't went down there and got that first Fupa package, come on, man. It's winter time. You gotta get ready for the summer, man. Joe's down there working, man, for real. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Queen City Fresh, man. If your car's not Queen City Fresh, man, Chief said it smells like truck butt. I don't know what's wrong with this camera, man. The hell, man. Some days this shit just be. Come on, dude. All right, so let's get right into it, man. Let's get right into it, man, because I know everybody's been waiting. I know everybody got their own perception on what happened and what's going on, and I'm just glad to say, man, they got this shooter. You understand what I'm saying? We are not in fear of our lives anymore. You understand what I'm saying? But this thing right here showed me and showed everybody in the city of Rhode Island a few things. And I want to talk about the few things that this showed us. For one, this showed us that we're really not prepared. We're really not prepared. We think that we're prepared, but we're really not prepared. That's what that showed us, right? The second thing it showed us is, after all the smoke was clear, it seemed to me, I don't know, I'm just saying, this is my opinion. It seemed to me that there was a lot of people patting each other on the back. I don't know, maybe I was just watching it from, it just looked like the mayor, everybody was, oh yeah, we did a tremendous job, and I'm not saying you got him. So I'm not saying you didn't do a good job. Definitely not saying you didn't do a good job. What I'm saying is that from 1 to 10, if you think that you gotta be bugging. You gotta be bugging. But what I don't understand is how this could have. No. I'm gonna double back on this. You know what this showed me? That they can solve any crime if they really want. So any unsolved murder, they can really find out where you at. This puts real pressure on them. Can I tell you why this puts pressure on them? Because we just had a 9-year-old girl, rest in peace to Denai, right? Murdered out here in Central Falls. You're telling me that y'all couldn't have used the same technology that y'all used to track this man down. You're telling me that y'all couldn't. This is what I'm saying, man. That's what that showed me. This show, because at first I said, no cameras, no da-da-da-da-da. Yo, they're going to have to do some real serious police work to get this man. But long behold, they was doing police work. They tracked this man all the way to another state. Found him dead in a box. They tracked him all the way. So this showed me, I said, oh my God. Yo, these people can go back and go track. These so smart find you, bro. It's not, is this what they showed us? They took a little long, but they tracked this man down. Can we say they tracked this man all the way down? Tracked him down in a box. So what I'm saying is, would he just do that in certain situations? Certain people that die, y'all put the effort in and y'all bring the team and y'all really do the work and go through all the cameras and put in the work and y'all find them. But when somebody's murdered, coldly murdered a 19-year-old girl, y'all don't do the same. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. 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 I need somebody in the chat to tell me that, am I bugging? Am I bugging? Is it because I know some people are probably going to say they brought the feds in, trap, and the feds did the investigation, and they're the ones that tracked the dude down. Well, I'm just saying, an innocent life was still killed. They couldn't have brought the feds in to track. I don't understand this. I need some clarity. Can somebody give me some clarity, like on like, yo, I'm saying that doesn't equal. You understand what I'm saying? You didn't call it a terrorist attack. I don't understand that. And then there's so many. Okay, Boston FBI found him. So Rhode Island. So if he didn't go out to Massachusetts and kill the professor in Massachusetts, rest in peace to that professor, right? He didn't go to Massachusetts and kill. They would have never found him. Is that what y'all are saying? Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Is that what y'all are saying? That's what I want to know. Is that what y'all are saying? I want to know, is that what y'all are saying? Is that what y'all, because this is crazy, man. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. It showed me that our city we got to get rid of Mayor Smiley. That's first and foremost. I don't care what nobody said. Smiley, me personally, Smiley, I think you did a terrible job. I think you did a terrible job directing information to the public. Did you keep the public safe? Yes, you did. You understand what I'm saying? But your communication with the public and letting us know what's going on, and you understand what I'm saying? I think you did a terrible job with that. You know what I'm saying? That's my personal opinion with that, Smiley. You understand what I'm saying? And just on that fact, man, I just believe that you're not tapped in with the community. You're not tapped. I just believe you're not tapped in, Smiley. And I think you got to go. That's my assumption on it. Now, I want to switch speeds. If the man didn't come forward with the tip, saw him walk, wouldn't have found him. Yes, that's true. Shout out to Julie. Yes, that's true. That's true. They wouldn't have found him. They definitely wouldn't have found him. They definitely, I believe they would have found him, but I just believe that. I want to know what led up to them finding him. That's what I want to know. I want to see how, when this case all lays on paper, how how they found him. Did the Providence police because there was a lot of patting backs on that stage. So I want to know that all of these people deserve all of this patting on the back that they was doing on this stage. Because there was a lot of people that was patting each other on the back on this stage. So I just wanted to figure out who deserved to get patted on the back on this stage. I'm saying, I really, you know what I'm saying? Because there was a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I want to switch to a serious topic that it was brought light to me, and it really touched me because I really acted on it. I really sat down with a woman and a child, and it's about when you go to these schools and you look at a lot of these kids, you don't know some of these kids are foster kids. Shout out to all the foster moms in my city, man. I really got to say it, man. We got a lot of great foster moms in our city, and we always did. Cause I remember Miss Betty. I remember so many foster moms that was in our city, man. That yo, they was mothers, man. You know what I'm saying? And some of us loved them more than we loved our own family. You understand what I'm saying? But nowadays, in 2025, them people are like get pushed to the back. Yo, we never talk about them, the hard work they're doing, chasing somebody else's kids around in these streets. Somebody else's kids disrespecting these foster parents like they're trash, like they're not nothing, because they know that they're not their biological parents. These people get pushed to the back, and we never get to talk about them. We never talk about them, and we never give them their flowers. But I'm here to give them their flowers. I'm here to say that I'm here for foster parents if you need somebody to come talk to one of them badass kids. I'm here for all parents. And it really touched me after talking to one, because it was close to home. And it was sad that I watched this woman, and this woman is real, she's old. And she's been doing this a long time. And when these kids start losing respect, and they have no respect for a woman that's taking them in their home, everything. And some of these kids are so disrespectful that it really hurt my soul. So then I started investigating, I went to 2 schools and started seeing the foster situations in school. There's a lot of foster situations in these high schools. And these kids are disrespectful in school. You know why? Because they don't respect their foster mother at home. So that's why they go to school and they act like this. The foster mothers got pushed so way to the back that they don't get help from the community no more. I remember when we was growing up, I used to see gangsters used to come over to foster homes and tune up the youngins in there. Yo, man, you better chill out with her, man. And yo, I never better not hear y'all all here swearing at her. Y'all better, yo, get up on that. Yo, when she call, you better go up on there and listen to her, man. When I see the level of respect from these kids, I tell them, I be real with them. Your mother didn't want you. Your father didn't want you. You was given to the state an opportunity to change your whole life and your whole narrative and grow up with a family that's somebody that loves you. And some of these kids don't know how it feels to grow up with a family that loves them. They don't know how it feels because they've been bounced to group home, to group home, to group home, to group home. So time a 70-year-old lady gets this young man, he's already messed up in the head because he done been to different group homes and stuff. But when you finally get someone that really loves you and you disrespect them time and time and time and time and time and time again, how do we as a community help these women? How do we help these foster moms that are going through these problems? And I know a lot of us right now on this thing know foster mothers. When was the last time you reached out to them and said, yo, you need help with your kid? How's your kid over there? How's your foster kids over there? They good? Talk to them, because a lot of times I learned that these foster moms don't like relinquishing. Oh, I might even be using that context. I don't know. They don't like relinquishing that type of information to everybody because they don't want it to come back. You understand what I'm saying? It gets nasty. You understand? You know what I'm talking about. You understand what I'm saying? So they they hold that in the shell. You understand what I'm saying? So they're just dealing with these little badass foster kids, right? And they're dealing with it. They're dealing with it. Foster kids, they're so smart now in 2025. They know that you're not my mother. You can't hit me. They know all the stuff that these people, they're so smart. They can Google it. AI, they do everything. These kids are so advanced. See, when I was younger, I wish I knew that my mother would go to jail for hitting me. At least she would have been in jail. I don't care what y'all saying. At least he would have been in jail. At least he would have been locked up. Nisi, go ahead and hit me. Go ahead and hit me, Ma. I'm called DCYF, Ma. Ma, you hit me. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ma. That's what I've been telling my mother. That's what I would have been telling my mother if I knew that she would have went to jail for touching me. I'm telling you, I'm being 100. If I knew that I could have got her, man, why didn't I know that, man? Oh, my God. I would have never got that many beatings. I would have never got that many beatings. What? So I understand. Yo, I'm saying these kids are smart. We was dumb. Hear what y'all say. You're saying, nah, Trap. You dumb. These new ones are rats. Use what? Man, fuck what y'all saying. You wasn't getting the beating. Fuck out of here. You wasn't getting beat with shit. You wasn't getting, hell no. Nisi, you hit me with that stick. You hit me with that switch. You hit me with that extension cord. You hit me with that, man, you go down that Hassett. I'm going to go tell Sarah at the DCYF office. Nisi, you want me to call them? Man, that's why my mother. Ma, you want, Ma, all right, Ma, I did it. I would have been bold. I'm not going to lie. I would have been a bold mother effer. I already know it. I would have been bold. Nah, and that's another thing. See, a lot of these foster parents, they're not getting no bread for this, bro. They're getting essentials. They just getting the kid through. Yo, a lot of these foster parents, and I want y'all to understand this. After talking with them, yo, they do this shit from the heart, really. Yo, you gotta, and I want to say this too. And this is like I told one foster parent. You have to want to be a foster parent from the heart. You have to want to raise and love and nurture someone else's child and bring them to success. You have to have that in your heart. You can't do it for money. If you do it for money, you're going to be out as soon as the kid gets disrespectful. Soon as that kid be like, man, fuck you, bitch. You're going to go, what? You're getting the fuck out of here. Because foster mothers have to deal with a lot, man. Imagine having a child you can only discipline so much. You could imagine having a child that you could only discipline so much. I need everybody to really think about it. You got a child, he's at school, he's doing the worst, he comes home, puts his feet up, can't do shit to him. What can you do to him? I need some suggestions. What can you do to him? Because I'm going to tell you what suggestions I gave these women. I want to tell y'all some suggestions these foster parents. I was praying Chief was here. I was going to let Chief tell you. When they outgrown your guidance, right? When you outgrown my guidance in this home, send them back to the state, bro. Yo, I want to stress this to all foster parents. Yo, I see a lot of yous this last week so stressed out over these children that are not yours. I've seen it where so much money is being spent, time, man, listen to me. And like I told y'all, there's only so much y'all can do. God put you on the planet to help, but God didn't put you on this planet to help out and kill yourself in this process. Y'all are killing yourself in the process of trying to save somebody that at this point of his life or her life, they don't want to be. And some people have to get that. And some with these teenagers, you don't give up on them. You give up on them at that point. See what they're going to flourish on. See if they got a plan. Some of you parents are scared to see if these motherfuckers got a plan. If you can come in my house and disrespect me and you can do all that, get the fuck out of here. Let me see if you got a plan out on these streets. Let me see if you can navigate through these streets. Let me see if your 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old ass can navigate through these streets by yourself. You outgrown my guidance. You outgrown that. Why am I going to sit in this home and stress myself? Cost me hard working money. Why? Because somebody in my chat come in here and tell me why these people got to go through this. Why? These are our aunts. These are our older peers that are going through this because the younger generation ain't doing it. And I want to say this. Foster homes and foster moms are about to be dead in about 5 years. Remember, I told y'all that. There's going to be no such thing as foster mothers in about 5. I might give it 10. 5 to 10 years. You know why? These younger women ain't doing that shit. Y'all don't pay enough. These younger women got their own 5 kids. They don't need to be fostering no other kids. Yo, see, when we was growing up, grandmoms, they loved their kids so much. Their kids left, they mothered somebody else's kids because theirs went off to college or whatever. That's not happening now. It's changed. Can y'all look at me and say that this world has changed? Look at the foster mothers now. They're old, 70. You don't see no young foster mothers. You don't see no upcoming foster mothers flourishing no children. No, that is not theirs, not their blood. You're just taking on somebody's kids. You don't see that anymore. So that's why I say in another 5 to 10 years, when all of these older foster mothers are not here anymore, or they're just too old to do this anymore, the younger generation, they didn't groom the younger generation. And the younger generation is not going for the disrespect that these foster kids are giving out. They're not going for that. Can you understand? Just imagine the young women in our city, 40 years old. We're just going to say all the 40-year-old women in our city. Imagine y'all fostering 3 kids of somebody else, 3 teenage kids that go bad somebody else's kids. And y'all got your own now. We got our own kids. Imagine fostering 3 more kids. That's what I want y'all to do. Just imagine fostering 3 more kids. Yo, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. So that's why I say, yo, in another 5 years, fostering, there's not going to be any fostering parents. You might find a couple scattered around the city. But when I was growing up, you know how many foster homes was in Providence? You know how many foster homes was in Providence when I was growing up? There was mad foster homes when I was growing up in Providence. All of us been through foster homes. Everybody was in foster homes, in group homes. Now, there ain't even a lot of group homes. I remember Providence, you seen a bunch of vans with a bunch of us badass delinquents in the vans. From Ocean Tides to Campy Honey to all different entities in the city that dealt with that type of, you know, understand what I'm saying? I didn't let me tell you, it's not rewarding and it's not hard, traumatic, and it's heartbreaking. My babies are 27, 25, and 21 now. We still communicate. We foster parents have to stay silent and just deal with it. Laws prevent talking about that struggle. Yes, and that's why I'm here to do it. That's and I got it. And I got it when I sat down with foster parents and they told me exactly what she just said. They can't come out and talk about this. They can't come out and talk about how the kids spit in their face, disrespect them. They don't listen to them. Yo, they're doing terrible in school. They can't come out and talk about this. But they can't give up and say, yo, I can't deal with this. But their heart is so pure. Some of them, most of them just, they love it, man. They're not giving, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I need y'all in the chat to see if y'all can say something. Because I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to a forced parent besides get out. They're not yours. Why are you killing yourself? You're too old. Life's too short. Life is too short. And then to all of you people out here that has mothers, aunts, friends that are foster parents, and y'all see this happening, y'all gotta step in. Because these people love these kids so much, they'll get battered and battered until they're in a grave. We're letting these foster kids put these women in graves. That's what we're doing. We're sitting and letting that happen. And you know what I told these foster kids? You know what's going to happen when your punk ass go to jail? Your punk ass is going to be sitting in jail with nobody. You're going to be trying to call your foster mother because your real mother and real father didn't want you, bruh. You're going to be in prison crying. Y'all think that y'all can just disrespect your foster? You think you can just disrespect this woman after she raised you, she clothed you, she sheltered you, she feeds you, she buys you all of the new things? Yo, kids like us never had that. Y'all are getting it from somebody else that ain't your parents, ain't your blood. You should cherish this. This is what I tell them. Yo, you're supposed to cherish this moment. Look at you. You got a warm bed. You got your own room. You don't got to worry about not eating. You don't got to worry about that. You got a family that loves you. Yo, they don't get it because they never sat in the cell without nobody. And let me tell you something. When you go and sit in that cell without nobody, yo, you start to think about and cherish all the beatings Niecy used to give me. All the times my mother I had my mother. Bad as I get, whether she disciplined me or not, I had my mother. And when I didn't have my mother, I was scared, bro. I was scared. And this is what I tell them. When you get faced with you ain't got nobody, when Christmas and everybody's going up to the visits to see their family and you're the only one sitting in a dorm, everybody's getting pictures and stuff and you walking around the yard looking stupid, I'm telling you, that feeling is a feeling that I don't wish on nobody. And if you're not mentally strong, I've seen people do the worst just because they didn't have family, just because they didn't have nobody. That's why I tell people when I post, yo, you're supposed to cherish. If you got somebody in your corner right now that you can count on, I don't care, little fricks and whatever you got, yo, you're supposed to cherish that. Because let me tell you something, there's a lot of people in this world right now that are ungrateful, that don't deserve it. There's a lot of one-way relationships going on. I'm talking about friendships, family. There's a lot of shit going on in this world right now. So when you get somebody that if you can fall and you know they're gonna catch you, if you can call 3 o'clock in the morning and they're gonna help you, yo, you gotta cherish that. Because somebody might be coming in your life that might be talking that talk, but as soon as you get the leaning on them, they're gonna move their whole shoulder like and make you fall. I'm telling you, that's why I say that all the time to people, yo, you must cherish that shit. Because, yo, I'm telling you, when you by yourself, this is what I tell the kids. And this is what I be telling these foster kids. Yo, you gotta understand this. If you think that you're bigger than the program, go be bigger than the program. But don't get over there to the program and don't know how to turn the page. Don't get over there to the program and don't know how to turn the page, because that's what happened. A lot of these kids, they're not built like that. You're not really ready to go to training school. You're really not ready to go into these foster kids. These kids seem terrible to these, because they are terrible in perspective wise, like to their foster parent, because they be disrespect. But to us, when they around us, we be like, man, that's a good kid. So respectful. But when they with foster mothers, they take advantage. They take advantage. You know what I'm saying? They take advantage. So that's what's happening. You understand what I'm saying? So when I tell the kids that, they got to understand that. And you foster parents, and this is what I told you. Yo, you got to be fucking firm, man. You got to be fucking firm. You can't be thinking about this kid talking about DCYF. There's certain disrespect you just don't go for. I don't care if you're a foster parent. If that kid spit in your face, you're supposed to get that kid out of there. If that kid steals all your whole stuff out your house, you got to get that kid out of there. How much abuse does our foster parents got to take? How much abuse? How much abuse do they got to take before you say, I can't do this? That's what I want to know before people hit me up and say, Trap, oh, well, you can't give up on the kid, Trap, you know what I'm saying? That's like giving up on it. You can't. Hey, yo, let me tell you something. The chief was here, man. Yo, once a kid outgrows my guidance, outgrows respecting me, outgrows just being a kid, I tame him or her. How can I tame him? If they got that so high in the ladder, how can I? Only way I can tame them is let them go, because by keeping them there, it's only detrimental to my health. You understand what I'm saying? So I just believe. All right, somebody said, I won't say my name. I don't say your name. Hey, yo, listen. Somebody believes foster parenting is going to be dead. And I thank you. In 10 years, they believe foster parenting is going to be dead, because they agree with me saying that all the foster parents are older ladies now. There's not I don't see, I have never seen a foster father. I don't want no man taking no kid. I would see that be creepy. Would y'all see that to be creepy if a man says, I wanted to adopt? Would y'all creepy? Benny says the key thing here is when they feel they have outgrown authority, that's when it gets sketchy and different. Yes, Benny, it gets sketchy and different, but how do you deal with it, Benny? How do you deal with it? How do you deal with it when it gets sketchy? How do you deal with it? When it gets sketchy like that, how do you deal with it, Benny? Tell me. Let us know. Can somebody tell us how do you supposed to deal with it when it that level of disrespect? How do you deal with it? You can't hit the kid because the kids, you see what the kids say. How do you deal with that? I need people to tell me how do y'all deal with that? How would y'all deal with that? Because I know the mothers that see on my chat right now, they probably wouldn't deal with that. And there's a lot of women that get so disrespected by their kids. Because this goes back to what we was talking about yesterday. You can't be friends with your kid. That friendship you got it. Nah, hell no. I smile with mamas, but mamas knows when I'm serious. Jace knows when I'm serious. I'm saying that counseling, right? Can I tell you something about this counseling? Can we talk about counseling real quick? From a man that been to counseling since I was 13, probably. Hey, good morning, Uncle Benny.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. I definitely want to send a shout out to everyone out there that actually have foster kids. And I want to send a special shout out to our guy, Dick Lassiter, who actually has a foster kid.
Yes.
That he took custody of, him and his wife, that they no longer call a foster kid. That is their child.
Mm-hmm.
And as I piggyback off of what I just said, Trap, this is the difference when people discipline or take foster kids. When you take a foster kid and finally sign that paper and say, this is my child, you literally have to bow down and treat that kid like that really, really is your child. So how do you discipline a real child is the same way you discipline them. You don't give up. There's some kids that out here that are biological people's kids and act way more of a fool than foster kids and don't give up on. You just can't. It's a fight. It ain't easy. It's a fight.
Okay.
Literally.
Okay, I gotta disagree with you. So let me tell you why I disagree with you, Benny. And I gotta say this because when I'm looking at these 73-year-old women, right? And I'm looking at this 13-year-old boy or this 15-year-old boy, right? And I'm looking how he's destroying her health physically, right? From his antics, right?
Yep.
I'm saying, when is enough enough? What is she supposed to keep going until she gets into a grave? Because she's gonna go into a grave before he does. You understand what I'm saying? So
I'm glad you brought that up because this has been in the talkings for years. What age do you agree with somebody actually being a foster parent? And at what age of a child do they get? That's the difference. That's the problem. Like you're saying, 80, 70, getting a 13, 14-year-old kid that already been through it. I'm in there trying to force kids on people just to get them help, but I don't know how deep their assessment is in placing the child.
Yeah,
that's tough.
It's tough, Benny. I need more people. People don't like to tend to talk about stuff like this, right? But this shit happening in our community, right? People are really faced with this type of shit and really don't have no answers. So wake up and hear a podcast and they're actually talking about something you're really going and can actually give you some answers. That's why I would love for my people that are smart people that put suggestions to type something in there to say, yo, I think, and shout out to Mecca because she says she thinks counseling is a good thing. Now, my thing with counseling is I love counseling. All right. I'm a firm believer in counseling. All right. I'm going to tell you why. You know what I'm saying? Because for everybody always told me, right? Yo, Trap, don't go into that mental health people. They're gonna be in there fucking with you. Yo, leave it. And I listen to my peers. I was listening to the people telling me, don't go in there and talk to them people. You don't be in there telling them people shit, man. Don't be in there talking to them people. I was listening to them. But when I was listening to them, I was destroying myself because I was killing myself mentally with all the shit I had inside of me, right? And that I was going through that I couldn't share with them, right? Because they would badger me with it. You understand what I'm saying? In a time of friction, they're bad. We're cracking or something. They bring up something that personal. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times that men like me, we gotta eat that shit. So when I was growing up, I was taught to eat that shit. So when I was eating that shit and people was telling me don't go to that counseling, that was all the wrong shit that they was telling me. That was all the wrong shit that they was telling me. So then when I got smarter and said, you know what? I was in segregation and nobody could see me. And they was like, yo, you want to go talk to the counselor, the mental health? And I looked at him and I really needed somebody to talk to. At this point, I probably was in seg a year or something. Probably 8, 9 months. I forgot how long it was, but I was in one cell for that long by myself. So I went to the mental health, and I remember my first time in counseling because it touched me. I'm getting goosebumps right now, even thinking about it, because it helped me so much when I left that. Right. After I left that, I swear I felt so free. I got out of seg. I felt like I got my life back, and that's when I started understanding that I was eating too much. You understand what I'm saying? There was too much that I was taking in, and I was beating it was beating in my inside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, mentally eating too much.
Yeah. Yes. So when I started going to there, talking to them, and it seems like my life mentally was getting better. I started making better decisions. And I don't know. That's just me. I'm saying I don't know if it worked for anybody. I'm just telling you where it worked for me because Mecca brought it up. You understand what I'm saying?
That's what it's there for. Mecca's absolutely right. And this is what I want to ask a question, and you might have to read it, chat, because I'm at work. Does anybody in the comments know anybody that has foster kids or they themselves went through the foster care system? And is there anything that the foster care system tells them on how to discipline the kid, the do's and don'ts?
Yes, like they give them rules and regulations. I don't know. I've never been a foster kid. I've been a group home kid. I never foster kid. I was a group home kid. But I know a lot of foster kids growing up. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know the rules and regulations they got, but I know they can't hit the child. They can't do what a real parent does to a child. That's what I know.
Got you.
You understand what I'm saying?
Well, my mother actually has 3 foster kids. One of them was the mother. This is going back, This is going back to 70s, 80s, 90s, early. And one of the kids my mother took in, the lady actually said, "I have family, but I don't want my family around my kid because they kind of knuckleheads. So can you take custody of my child when I die?" She was on the deathbed. Oh. And my mother was like, "Are you sure?" And she was like, "My kid been over this house partying, jumping around, having a great time with kids. They're already family. Please take my child." And that's just one scenario. And my mother took the child, and that's one of my brothers, another one of my sisters, that's my foster brother and sister, which I 1000% call my brothers and sisters.
And my thing is, I don't want to cut you off, right, Benny? But I want to ask you this: as your mother being a foster parent, right? Do you ever get jealous, or do you ever feel like, if you was in a house and you seen your foster brother spit on your mother, or not even that far, call your mother a bitch, or
no.
I'm saying
that just won't happen. But in reality, in all respect, you 1000%, I'm gonna go off. I don't care who it is, foster kid, even if my mother's sister, gets a little funky, which is my aunt. I'm gonna respect her and mind my business, but I'm still not gonna like it. So why would I like it for another kid of any race or whatever, or responsibility to my mother, acts a fool and calls her something indifferent? That's not his life. It don't matter, Trap. You love me to death, and I love you to death. Mm-hmm. Trap, if I even get a little funky disrespect towards your mother, you're going to check David.
Absolutely.
Like, Benny, I love you. You're my bro. Watch yourself.
That's a fact.
So, of course, I'm going to step in and do that. But all this jealousy, Trap, for my brothers, no. Trap, we're going back. When we used to get lit up, they used to get lit up too.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man.
That's it. There is no in between. There is no button. But like how you touched on somebody being older, getting a foster child, and the foster child is in their teenagers. I don't know how. That's different. That's kind of tough. And being a woman, I don't know if they're weaker or stronger. I'll never say that. I'll actually say women are actually stronger than men. I've always said that. And I'm not talking physical. Absolutely not talking physical. But the age difference, I think, should be looked at more. especially when it's a foster child.
So you agree with me in saying in 10 years, foster parenting is going to be dead?
I doubt that. They might name it or restructure it.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. They're going to restructure it. They're going to bring in the younger generation, and it's going to be more of a group home setting. It's not going to be like you're bringing the child to your home anymore. Nah, that bringing your child to a home anymore, nah, I think that's dead. I think they're going to have to be in a facility where it's up to date, so they know that it's nothing, everything is everything. You understand what I'm saying?
The main thing here, is it's kids need us.
Yo, man.
That's all. It's just needed.
Yes, man.
Things that are needed, you got to figure out how to actually apply it to make it work. But the need is 100% going to always be there. Absolutely.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. And I want to say, man, shout out to everybody that's helping out foster parents, because I know that it's a team effort, man. You understand what I'm saying? And especially to all the families that got to endure other children that they ain't theirs. You understand what I'm saying? They have to put up with that their aunt, their grandmother is going through that. Because there's a lot of people that bite their tongue as adults, be like, oh, well, that's her foster kids. I gotta hold my position. You understand what I'm saying? So shout out to them.
And this is what I want to say too, Trap. I'm glad you mentioned that. Me being an uncle to all my nieces and nephews, one of my sisters had a foster kid. That's my niece or nephew. I can't go into it as my sister got a foster kid. It's not really our family. Yes, it is. That's my family now. Absolutely not change the way I discipline or talk to that one as well. Nope. Absolutely not.
Hey, do you remember when we was growing up, right? There was always one lady in the neighborhood that fed everybody.
My mother.
Miss Katie. Miss Katie was somebody that fed the whole West End, bro. No bullshit.
Come on over here.
All right? So nowadays, these young parents, they don't do that. These young parents, they might, shout out to the young parents that do though. Because there's some, because I ain't gonna lie, I seen a few that taking all of their friends. Yeah. I'd be like, damn, you got all these movies up, that's her friend, that's his friend. Yo, shout out to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That is still trying to keep that tradition alive. No kid goes unfed. That's where it starts at. No kid goes unfed in any neighborhood. Any neighborhood. Let's get back to that. No kid goes unfed. Like when you see kids out there, come over here and eat. That's how they used to say to me. You go through the project, somebody, Debbie Ray, my Aunt Dolores Garrett, somebody will call you through the projects. Come over here and eat. You eat. You know what I'm saying? You, Miss Alice, restaurants, I'm telling you, somebody will call you, you eat. You know understand what I'm saying, Benny? Somebody you can go to always somebody's house to eat. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get back to that. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we get back to. You understand what I'm saying?
They're still out there. They are definitely still out there, man. Absolutely.
And shout out to all of the toy drives. Shout out to everybody that participated in my DJ Chops Stewie's toy drive. We got a lot of toys, a lot of good turnout. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that just came, even if you just came and dropped toys off and left.
Shout out Brooke. Shout out Brooke.
Shout out to my brother
Shondell Bernie, Corey Brown.
Yes.
There's a few people doing it, man.
Yo, there's a few people that really doing it that they ain't on Facebook looking for pictures and all of that, man. They do this every year, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my sister Shondell. She's in the mix. She likes to, you know what it is with Shondell, what people don't understand what Shondell is? Shondell's seen the bad side. She never really went through the bad side like we did. But Shondell grew up in the bad side, and she's seen a lot. And she really cares about the community so much that it hurts her sometimes. And sometimes I got to bring her to reality. I hate having to bring my sister to reality. Can I just tell y'all that? But I got to fight with her like, Shondell, how are we handing out turkeys to people that got nowhere to cook them. Guess what they're doing with them, Shondell? And when I had to show her, they're out there selling them. They're leaving them on buses because they can't carry them. Ain't nobody gonna people don't even want them in their back hallway to sleep during a snowstorm. You think people want to let them go in their house and cook a turkey in their kitchen? So people started really going, yeah, so that's why I started shouting out all of the people that cook the food and they hand out the hot plates to the homeless. Y'all love y'all for that. They can enjoy their meal. You understand what I'm saying? They can actually go somewhere and sit down at Thanksgiving meal or Christmas meal, but handing out a food that, you know what I'm saying? When you hand out turkeys and stuff, that's supposed to be to families so they can take on extra people. You understand what I'm saying? You don't go away from, oh no, you've already got a turkey. No, give them another turkey so they can feed their family that is unfortunate. That's what that's supposed to be for. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, I'm an advocate of giving the turkeys to big families that are having Thanksgiving at their house, that are going to have a lot of family at their house, so they can invite more people. They can invite their cousins that don't got nothing, that are begging on the corners. Yo, cuz, come over for Thanksgiving. We got extra food. Yo, cuz, come over for Thanksgiving. We got extra food. But a lot of times, it's a struggle out there. People can't be just inviting everybody. But y'all will say, no, don't give it to them, but give it to the people that can't cook them. That don't make sense to me. That don't make sense to me. Somebody needs to make sense of that.
I got to get ready to go back to work, and I want to send a shout out, man. And he gets upset when I mention his name. My brother Mike Stevens, who's been doing toy drives, supporting all types of venues and donating money and all types of stuff, man. I want to salute him. Now, I know his track record, and he's one of the ones that leaves me alone. I'm getting ready to go. Yeah, he don't put it on the forefront. Don't put me on Facebook. This is what I do because I love it. I love my brother Mike Stevens, and he's been doing it for over 20 years, 25 years.
Yes.
So, brother, I'm sorry.
And I want to say this to you, Mike. Mike, you always tell me, Trap got Mike's number in my phone. Mike, pick up.
And he means
anything I need. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I don't like putting it on Mike. And Mike, I want to tell you this personally. Yo, Mike, I don't like to call you a lot, Mike, with things that these people in our community are getting paid for, Mike. So I know I can go over their head and go to you a lot of times, Mike. Nah, Mike, I want to put pressure on these people that are getting our taxpayers' money, that are being paid to do this stuff, Mike. Then if I don't get no results there, Mike, that's when I'd like to rattle up to you. But I like to come down here, Mike. I don't like to rattle your phone with the stuff that I could go down here with. It's nothing personal, Mike. I never want you to think, damn, Trap don't never call me. You understand what I'm saying? He's always down there rattling, and he can come up here and call me. Because he'd be like, it's Trap? Why he didn't just call me? But it's not that. You understand what I'm saying, Benny?
I understand. I fully, absolutely.
And I want you to, you relay that, Mike, to your brother. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't see this message.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That I don't like to rattle them. You understand what I'm saying? I know I got people up in places that I can go up to and I can get help. I'd like to rattle you guys down here below because you guys are getting the use of beating, use of flim-flamming the people. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So I like to get you guys down here flim-flamming the people so I can ruffle up some feathers down there. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to do. This is taxpayers' money. That's all I'm trying to do. But salute to Mike Stevens. And I want to say this, though. Guess what? He got Tyrell Stevens coming up, too, now. You got to understand what's going on in the Stevens blood.
The teachers union president, man. Absolutely, nephew.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Tyrell Stevens, man. I'm telling you, man. Yo, he's moving our school department, man. I'm telling you, he was the great man for the job. And I'm telling you, I just see great in his future in this city. You understand what I'm saying? Because he comes from a good line of blood, and I real things happening for Tyrell. So salute to Tyrell Stevens, man. You understand what I'm saying? Thank you, Benny.
Trap,
I appreciate it.
I want to say this right now, Trap, man. I appreciate you always showing love to the family, and we show it right back to you, man. And I got to get back to work. I love and appreciate you. Peace to everybody in the comments and chat. Enjoy your day. Continue to be great.
You already know, Benny. Yo, man, I just want to say, man, thank you to everybody, man. It's just certain people in my life I seen that are consistent. They're consistent, want to help you. See, I hate people that come in your life and at one time they want to help you, but then they want to fall off. They don't feel in you. Then they want to fall off. Then they want to help you. Nah, I don't miss me with that. I like the people that's consistent. You don't understand what I'm saying? Yo, what's up with you, man? Yo, what's elevation? Elevation. You understand what I'm saying? That's always trying to elevate. I hate people trying to depreciate. I hate that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because you know why I hate that? I'm going to tell you why I hate it. Because I'm so much of a victim of it. I'm so much of a glutton for it. When I get depreciation in my life, I tend to go with it, and I tend to bring myself way back. When negativity comes my way, I tend to get involved in it, and I tend to mush it and make it worse sometimes. So I knew that negativity always draws me to a bad place. So I try to stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard sometimes, but I try to dodge it much as you can. And you know what I'm saying? I try to be positive much as I can too, because sometimes I can be negative. You understand what I'm saying? And I hate being negative. Because I hate when, like I tell the kids, when you breathe negative, you only gonna get negative results. I swear, every time I'm negative, I get negative results. When you go into something and you start negativity, at the end of it, when you lay down and put your head up, you're like, damn, man, why the fuck I even start that shit? Why the fuck I even say that shit? Why the fuck I even do that shit? Damn, man. Look what the situation I'm in now. Yo, I think about that now. Yo, I think about that. I know a lot of you probably don't understand that because y'all never been faced with that. All my life, I've been always faced with the other end of the gun, man. I always been a villain. I always got the rough end of the stick. I told you, when I was in jail, I told you what that man told me. That man said, if it's raining pussies, there's all pussies coming. There's all pussies coming down from the sky. Trap. There's, oh my God, there's nothing but all kinds of coochies coming down from the sky. Guess what you're gonna get hit with? Every time the cop come in the block, has it. Coming to get somebody, has it. I always, no matter what. So I got it. You understand what I'm saying? But that's my hour. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have a safe weekend. It's going to be a rainy one today. You know what I'm saying? Don't get rained in with a, you know what I'm saying? Don't get rained in with a, Yo, shout out to my brother, David Harold. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Consistency is everything. Yes, consistency definitely is everything. You understand? It definitely is everything. And sometimes, man, you get people in your life, man, they want to be positive for a minute. The next week, they're on some negative shit. And you get a motherfucker like me, you can bring me to negative stage, and that's when you know we end up in a box under 6 feet deep, or we end up in the cell for the rest of our life. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I can't. I got mamas. I got responsibilities. Real shit happening. You know what I'm saying? But salute to everybody, man. I hope everybody has a safe weekend. You understand what I'm saying? It has a full weekend. I know there's a lot of Christmas parties, and there's a lot of and I want to say this. Stop giving people Christmas presents that don't give you Christmas. I don't care who it is. Stop giving people Christmas, don't give you Christmas presents. Yo, that's the simplest shit in the world, bro. Stop doing it, bro. Stop doing it. I don't care. Oh, well, they don't. No. They buy weed, they buy vape, they buy hookah, they got new Jordans on their feet. No. It ain't happening like that. Not no more. 2026, we gotta get smart. We gotta do for those that do for us. We gotta love those that love us. We gotta take care of those that take care of us. We gotta be loyal to those that are loyal to us. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. I'm telling you, man. I've seen so much this last year, man. This has been the worst year of my life. You know what I'm saying? And I got to say this, I learned so much in the worst year of my life, and I can't believe it. That I learned so much in the worst year of my life. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? It's like you when you start seeing, right, people that are so ungrateful all around them. I'm not just talking about me. I'm definitely not just talking about me. I'm talking about when I look at other people's situations, other people's, how their family handle them, how their father handles, their mother handles them. And I say to myself, I go, wow, man, there's a lot of people that's ungrateful in this world. There's a lot of people that don't deserve a Christmas gift because they ain't going to give you one. They'll give you one. I need everybody in the chat, ask yourself, how many times did you get a Christmas gift from somebody that you're just saying, wow. I know you guys are saying you got people like that. But look on their feet. I bet you they got Jordans on their feet. Look, I bet you they're smoking the best weed. They couldn't have got stopped at Walmart and got you a $20 sharpener for your kitchen or just anything, man. Anything. Some people feel obligated that they don't have to do it. They're only receivers. Do you still get that feeling? There's some people in this world that think that they're only receivers. Yo, we got to understand that, man. Yo, we got to understand the leech. In 2026, we got to understand the leech. I don't care how pretty you are. I don't care how handsome you think you're, man. Yo, if he ain't bringing or she ain't bringing nothing to the table, the same thing as you, yo, man, I'm telling you, man, you losing. You losing, bruh. You losing. If you ain't got a partner that you can't call right now to cash app you ain't got a partner that you could go, man, you losing. You losing. So in 2026, I said I made my shit in 2025. So I don't care what people say. I don't care what people think. I don't care how people. I don't give a fuck. I don't care no more. I don't care, bro. I looked at all the shit I don't even want to get into it. I should get personal, man. That should get real personal, bro. That should get real personal. I don't want y'all to go on life thinking that the train goes like this. Hey, yo, an old timer told me in jail, the train goes like this, Trap. The train goes like this, homeboy. The train can't move like this. The train got to go like this. One hand washes the other. You know what I'm saying? Yo, when we realize that the train works both ways, bro. Like I was saying with some women, I want to talk about it real quick. Because this was dope the other day. And I asked them, has your husband, your man ever took you on a extravagant vacation? No. What's the problem? Oh, well, Trap, he doesn't make a lot of money and so why are you always posting on vacations and stuff? Do you pay for the vacations? Yes, I do. When, as a woman, you paying for all the vacations, how do you feel? This is true shit. She said, no, I got a good job, I'm the breadwinner in the family, I want you to be honest. How many times have you called him a broke motherfucker and a loser? I said, I want both of you to be honest. Can y'all please be honest? Because I asked, yeah, and they both said they called him a loser a lot. If you both called him a loser a lot, right? When you were mad at him because you're the breadwinner, what the fuck makes you think of me? That's what I'm saying. I give it from the kindness of my heart. I don't look for receive anything back. Yes. If you do things, that's how I do. I don't, nah, fuck that. Hell yeah, I'm lying to you. I definitely want to receive something back, Sharon. Sharon, I don't know where you're from. I want something back, Sharon. Sharon, can I just tell you something? All I want back is respect. That's it, Sharon. I don't want no gifts. If I look out for you, I want you to show gratitude and respect, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all, man. Yo, showing gratitude and respect, man. Yo, I respect and I show gratitude to everybody that's ever helped me and continues to help me ever in life, bro. I love you, and I never forget it's in the back of my head. Because it's not a lot. There's not a lot of people that I can say that helped me, man. But the people that did, y'all are in the back of my head, man. Yo, and in my heart. Because I cherish all of them people that because when you got somebody that comes from the heart, genuine, and helps you, you can feel it. Yo, you can feel it, bro. Yo, when somebody, shout out to my cousin Brandon, man. I know he don't like this, but I needed help. My cousin Brandon called me and said, "Cuz, come over here." Kindness of his heart. Hey, that shit. But I know it. It's like that. It's like that. It's my. You know what I'm saying? When you got people like that. Shout out to my brother AG. I really got friends, man. I'm telling you. Shout out to my cousin Derek. I really got people I can call. My list could go on. That's why I can never be. I'm just telling you. I don't want to toot my horn, but I'm just saying. When you got good people in your life, man, that you can count on. I've been done dirty a lot of times in my life. I've been done so dirty in my life. You know what I'm saying? As far as people getting over on me and doing me dirty financially wise. But Allah has blessed me, man. He's blessed me with friends like that, with family like that. I can call on. You understand? I can never go hungry. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's hard. So that's why when you can't give up on having a good heart, bro. You know what I'm saying? You have to do for those that do for you, though. You can't do for those that wouldn't do for you. You can't, you got to distinguish that. You can't not have don't ever change your heart. And this is what somebody told me, Trap, you got a good heart. Don't change who your heart is. But you have to narrate who you're directing your financial, your love, your everything to. Because you got to see if the reciprocation is real. You understand what I'm trying to say? So that's what I want to say with that. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to say with that. Yes, it's true. I want that also, but I'm talking about if they can't go and buy me anything. Yeah, I don't want nobody that can buy me nothing. I'm not lying to you. I don't care about love. You can say that shit all you want. I don't want no woman that can't buy me. I don't know what the fuck I want that for. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want a woman. I don't even want to get into it. I don't want to get. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you, man. You gotta set straight shit right off the top. You gotta come straight direct. You gotta come, yeah. Like my cousin said, you gotta be straight bullseye. You can't even be. That's not it out of that. You work at McDonald's. You ain't got no car. You ain't got nothing. You living with your. They ain't nothing. They ain't nothing we got going on. They ain't nothing. You could be the prettiest motherfucker in the world. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got no motion. Yo, there's some people that. Let me shut up. I just want to say, I just gotta say, man, it gotta be 50-50, man, from the top. You know what I'm saying? If you go in 50-50 from the top and it ends up 70-30, it might end up like that. She might have lost her job. You might have lost your job. You might have lost your heart. But you just went in 50-50. Don't go into, I see some motherfuckers going into 80-20s. I seen some people going into 90-10s. I see some people going to 99.9. I've seen some women go into 100. Can I tell you what 100 is? 100 is if you get somebody that ain't got nowhere to live and he's living on the street and you bring him in your home and you boyfriend him. That's 100. We agree? Do we agree? I'm just saying, do we agree? I'm just saying, cause there's a lot of people, and it goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? It goes both ways. I seen a lot of brothers. You bragging about her? She ain't got a job, bro. She ain't got no hustle. She ain't got no. Fine as hell. She fuckable. She definitely fuckable, but she ain't got no motion. Ain't nobody. What you thinking? Somebody want a wife? Yo, she's buff material, bro. What are you talking about? You understand what I'm saying? Good morning, brother.
Good morning.
You know what I'm saying? I had to answer this. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for the Reaper to call. The Reaper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey. But do you see, and I can call now that the situation has been concluded, but do you see how I was saying to you
that it was an isolated incident, that it wasn't going to go no further than the traction that it picked up.
Hey, can I just say this? You just want to say you was right.
No, I don't.
That's all you want to do.
I want you to understand the gravity of when it's a series of events or when it's an isolated event. That's all I want you to understand. Like how when you were saying, how come no one is really paying attention to it? People are still sending their kids to school, all of this and that. Like I said, you have a public platform. So with that being said, I just, try to give you clarity on what's going on.
No, that's dope. And you always give me clarity, and I love you for that. But I understand. I got it. I got it now. I definitely understand what you were saying now. You was basically telling me back then that trap, this is an isolated incident. When it's all the facts come out, this man was targeting these people, and this is why he wasn't just going somewhere again. He was doing this for a motive and a reason.
Exactly.
I got it.
Exactly.
It took me, and I apologize, and I was wrong. You understand what I'm saying?
It's not about being right or wrong. It's about, because like I said, you got a public platform. It's about educating our people. That's it.
Yeah, and that's all I try to do. I try to give them a different point of view, because I'm definitely not a good educator in certain aspects in the life, but I try to give them an educator mind, things that I do know about, things that I have been through. You understand what I'm saying? Avenues I had to say.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes when you be listening to a lot of these content creators, they be reading out of books. They be listening off other podcasts and what other people went to, and they never talk about what they really went to. You know what I'm saying? And right. I can't, and I'm not, shout out to them, but I can't get into something that somebody that ain't been through. Like, I gotta watch a podcast. Like, I get into, shout out to Zip the Drip. You know what I'm saying? He's my favorite podcaster. You know what I'm saying? Not just because he was in prison. It's just that I can relate to him more because he gives it to you raw. He doesn't give it to you scripted. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Right.
So
I understand.
I can deal with people that's more authentic. And there's a lot of podcasters that are coming out, and there's a lot of podcasters that are not authentic, man. You understand what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say authentic isn't the word, but I get what you're saying. You want the rawness from it. You don't want someone to sound polished, but you want them.
I want them to be them.
You want their authenticity of what's going on.
Yes, their creativeness. I want you to be you. I want you to. I want to watch. I want to see. I want to entertain me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there. I'm giving you a follow-up, a view. I want you to educate me. Give me something. Let me laugh. I don't want you sitting there scripting something off a book or coming up. You lose my attention. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I say that I can't get into certain people's podcasts, or I can't get into that. You don't get my attention enough. You understand what I'm saying? You don't travel enough. You understand what I'm saying? You don't. When I mean travel, I mean go different places in the planet. You just talk about one thing. You know what I'm saying? I hate people that just talk about just if they run a gas company. But if you got a gas podcast, I guess that's a good. If you're just talking about one thing, you know what I'm saying? But if you got a universal podcast and you're talking about everything, and you understand what I'm saying, and you always stuck up, you understand what I'm saying? That's what a lot of shit be happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just want to thank you, man.
You got to be three-dimensional. You got to know how to move around in the box.
Got to move around in the box. Absolutely, man. Yo, I'll see you tonight.
For sure you will. For sure.
All right. And shout out to my family, man. Domingo, man. Shout out to him, the pool champ over there at JR1s, man. Shout out to JR1s, man. For real, man. Shout out to my brother Rook, man. You know what I'm saying? Gave me that, you know what I'm saying? Always, I love JR1s. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all ain't been to JR1s, come on down there and check us out Friday and Saturday and Thursday nights. They got karaoke. They got a lot of shit going on. Rook always got something going on for the community. They always got something going on down there. Shout out to DJ Franchise. Shout out to DJ Stewie. Shout out to them guys down there. DJ Maddox. All of DJs are big show. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to some young guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Walt. Shout out to all the DJs down there that be going down there and putting the turntables down at JR1s, man. Salute to them, man. Salute to everybody, man. And shout out to all of the older dudes. I ain't calling you OGs. I'm talking about all the older dudes that when we be getting together and we be talking that real shit. You know what I'm saying? And we be out here really keeping the peace. Brothers be really tucking their tails. Brothers be really living that life. Brothers are really trying to really take care of their families. You know what I'm saying? Brothers are really now just worrying about their families. They ain't worried about everybody else's family. Yo, that's when I had to really get, you got to worry about your own family. Stop worrying about everybody else's family. Shout out to everybody that's worrying about their own family. Everybody just trying to just worry about getting their kids to worrying about their kids being respectful, their kids keeping their room clean. Worry about their kids being, you understand what I'm saying? Shout out to them. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of them in my city. You know what I'm saying? That don't get enough. They just humble. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of my brothers that are so humble. I can just start going down the name of all the brothers that are humble, that are eating, swallowing pills that people didn't think that they could swallow. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know what I'm talking about. There's people that are out here really walking the walk, really talking the talk. Yo, shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people on my encourage me, you know what I'm saying, to really walk the walk and talk the talk. Shout out to them. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to my big brother, Mad Lad. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mad Lad. Always staying consistent. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Chip Doug. You know what I'm saying? Down at 101. Shout out to them. You understand what I'm saying? Salute to you guys. Yo, peace. I see y'all guys on Monday. Yo, everybody have a safe fucking weekend, bro. Everybody have a safe weekend, bro. It's going to be a little, you know what I'm saying, to you non-driving more efforts. And the road is going to have ice on them. You got to, you know I see y'all. Oh, no. I'm lying to y'all. What am I lying to y'all for? See y'all guys Sunday. You know we're going to spend in the yard this weekend. Right? I got a special I'm spinning the yard with. You know what I'm saying? So tap in, tell them, yo, the No Longer Trap podcast is going to spin the yard this weekend, and I'm going to spin the yard with somebody I spin the yard with. You understand? So we're going to have that spin the yard conversation. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all in the yard, y'all want to check out some real jail stories, because that's all we talking about. What happened when we was in jail. When we talk about the good and the bad. We ain't just sitting, we don't just spend the yard with people that are gonna come up on here. Yeah, I was in jail. Yo, Trap, we was up in there. Nah. I'm spending the yard with real people that we really spun the yard together with. We really cried together. We really ate food together. We really had to lean on each other. Yo, we really had to learn each other. We had to learn shit from each other. You understand what I'm saying? This is real life shit I'm giving you. I'm not giving you no, you know what I'm saying, sitting there. Nah. I'm gonna give you everything. Everything comes with that. You know what I'm saying? Everything comes with that. So, yo, y'all be safe. I love y'all guys. I'll see y'all guys on Monday. Stay smooth.